All right, folks, this will be a relatively short one because it's an exciting one, right? We were just talking about this the other day. Disney announced some big news, obviously, and you see the stock's up pretty big, around 5% on a day in which the market's down. So we'll get into that news real quick, and I'll say what that could potentially mean for this company in the future. So if you don't know what the news is, they've announced a restructuring. Are you kidding me? Um, it's absolutely crazy. So streaming is now from them, primary focus for their entertainment segment. Are you kidding me? That is fantastic. I love to see that because this is what I've been talking about for quite a while. Disney Plus really should be the focus, or streaming in general. I get it. They've got Hulu, they got ESPN Plus to focus on. But Disney Plus is kind of my focus here. So that is how this company really goes from, I'm not going to be dishonest, Disney was a pretty boring stock. I mean, you're talking about something that didn't move in 4 years, a 4-year period in which the market at the same time was up around 70%. 60 to 70, let's be fair. So the stock was stagnant. And to be honest, people weren't excited to buy Disney stock. They weren't. But then when you get this streaming initiative in there, you talk about this company potentially developing into an actual growth company as opposed to one that's just, revenue stagnant, 1% year over year, maybe growth. And now they have an actual growth factor to them. And it's pretty exciting. The company will rearrange its media and entertainment divisions into a single organization responsible for content distribution, ad sales, and Disney Plus. Did you see ad sales in there? Oh, heck yes. How do the big guys do it? Huh? Your Facebooks, your Googles, it's ad revenue. That's how they make so much money. It is an incredible amount of money. Huge amounts of money. And if Disney could potentially get into the ad revenue perspective, I think it'd be pretty wild. Because ad revenue could be a lot for them. Ad revenue could be massive. So again, you mentioned that, and again, they obviously mentioned Disney Plus is the most important of their streaming services, in my perspective, because it's really the original one for them, and that's what gets them probably the most in terms of profit margin. I could guarantee it. So the new distribution group will be overseen by Kareem Daniel, the former president of games/publishing in the company's consumer products group. So we'll see how he does. So it could be pretty nice. And quote from them specifically: under the new structure, Disney's world-class creative engines will focus on developing and producing original content for the company's streaming services. Let's go. So this is what I mentioned. Original content is key. They need to do that because that's how they're going to drive subscribers onto Disney Plus and keep this thing churning, as well as for legacy platforms, the ones already existing, Hulu, ESPN Plus. While distribution and commercialization activities will be centralized into a single global media and entertainment distributions organization. Pretty smart in that aspect. So how they're going to really advertise it, distribute that content, going to be one organization. We'll see how that looks. So the creation of content will be managed in 3 distinct groups: studios, general entertainment, and sports. So obviously studios, really your most of your movies, your high budget stuff, your general entertainment, normal stuff, your Nat Geos, your basic stuff, and sports obviously mostly for ESPN Plus, headed by the current leaders Alan Horn and Alan Bergman. Peter Rice is over general entertainment, and James Pitaro is over sports. Interesting stuff. Parks, experiences, and products will continue to be led by Josh D'Amaro, who will still report directly to Bob Chapek himself, and the direct-to-consumer international business created not that long ago will no longer be managed on a combined basis. So there will be a virtual investor day on December 10th, which they kind of go into more of this. So I'm pretty excited about that because this could mean massive stuff for Disney Plus. And I mentioned all along the issues that they find really. I mean, subscriber growth's been incredible. You can't deny it. I mean, they set a goal for 50 million for a 5-year period. They already hit that goal in the first year. So again, my perspective, if they increase original content, if they had done it earlier in the year, I would have said they'd hit 100 million by the end of the year. They didn't, so I think that's more of a next year thing. By the end of next year, they'll hit 100 million, and if they definitely increase original content next year, they'll hit that 100 million mark, no doubt. And I'm excited. I mean, they're opening up to some key markets. They opened up to India within the last couple of months, which could be massive, obviously, with growth of internet access and just the sheer quantity of people. A lot of European markets have opened up now, so the doors are wide open for this company to just take off. And again, I like Disney even at these levels just because of the potential they have. I mean, you talk about this could be an entirely new transformation for this company because they start off as a boring company, and those legacy investors still believe in that boring company. That they're focused primarily 100% on valuation of the stock. And valuation for companies that really are in a growth phase, I'm sorry, they don't exist in this market right now. They don't. You're talking about Netflix was a negative earner for years and years and getting traded at really 10 to 20 times 10 to 20 times the market cap that it actually gets in terms of revenue, even higher at some points. So I'm not saying Disney will get overinflated to that level, but I do think this is a new growth era for Disney stock. And again, you see as it reaches 5% up today, we love to see it. Okay, we love to see it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this and you are on the lookout for Disney stock. This could be big stuff.